Kathy Williams-Devries here, bringing you the 35th in my tutorial video series of 72 on the Rosé clarinet etudes. This is number 35 of the 40. It's quite a nice little etude. Little bit of staccato in there, a little bit of arpeggio work. There's a chromatic, scales in thirds, and a few arpeggios here and there. So lots and lots of fun. Actually, I love the Rosé etudes. The articulation ones especially are really good, and I use them for my own staccato practice. So we begin with a sextuplet, and it's only 112. So what I'll do is I'll play it through and bring up sort of points of difficulty as we go along. So, and I'll play it with the metronome. And also one thing that it took me until my first year at university is that when you staccato, you don't actually cut off the air. You can hear a little bit of air escaping from my mouth. That's not really ideal, but you can see that I'm not actually cutting off the air. So you should have a little bit of like a bagpipe, you know, a full bag of air behind it, and you'll find that the more air support you have, the better the staccato is going to sound. But I have exercises and videos on staccato. So yeah, there's not really a lot of difficulty in the first few lines, so I'm just going to play these through. Just watch the dotted rhythm in the second last bar of the second line. Sorry, I missed out a couple of notes there. So what we've done is mainly in the first few lines you've got G major, D dominant 7th, the odd C chord in there, so that's your D, that's your dominant 7th. But at the end of the third line, we're sort of modulating a little bit into D major. Now, first bar of the fourth line, you're going to need to use the side chord keys. So you use the top one. So make sure that you do get that G sharp in there. Yeah, so that really you get that chalk key. And then we've got a nice little staccato run. I suppose if you're really having trouble with that, you can too slow to tongue it. But I suppose it is ideal to tongue it. And make sure you don't put the little finger down on the C sharp. It'll make it too sharp. And notice that there is two-tongued in the third crotchet of the third bar of that line, which possibly means you could put it in a few bars earlier as well. And here again, you could slur the first two, or you could tongue as is written. But really, you need a lot of breath support to get a good sound there. Now we come to a slightly different section. We're a dolce. I'd really schmaltz it up a little bit. More legato. And here at the beginning of this line, because the last crotchet beat is slurred, I would slur the second one as well. Yeah, so I would, and I wouldn't staccato. It's not marked staccato, it is sort of marked tongued, but not staccato. Now, our first dynamic marking comes as a piano, which makes me wonder what the rest of it should have been. It's interesting that they put that piano there. I hate C sharp to B trills. I would consider doing the long B flat, but it doesn't transfer well from the B flat to the G. And I'd slow down a little there as well. So this is quite a different little section before we come back to the main theme again. Oops, don't know who wants to play this one. Difficult with all those arpeggios. And I'd probably end up so let's take this a little bit slowly. Keep as much of it in the right hand as I possibly could. etude. Let me play it all the way through. I'll just whack on the metronome because it's fun. And there you have it. That's the 35th Rose Etude. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.